I think the arts is incredibly important to the community for a number of reasons. One, it attracts a lot of tourism. We're blessed with being able to have the landscaping and the environment that we live in that's very scenic and beautiful, particularly during the fall color time period. But also the arts and culture, of course, complements all of that and gives, people want to come up and they need to have different things to do to spend their time up here and fulfill it. So anything from the, cuisine arts right through to visual arts or theater, dance, etc. It gives people the opportunity to come up. If they want to stay the weekend, they can at one of our fine inns or hotels. Great dining, as I already said, and it's a huge compliment for tourism in general, a reason for people to live outside the area. I think the arts as a business is an element that's often put aside and needs to become part of an artist's career right more in the forefront, realizing what they need to accomplish to be successful. I mean, I would really think that you're looking at a 50% business and a 50% art to make it work and try to establish your career and, of course, earn a living in the arts, which obviously is the ultimate goal. The business side has grown tremendously over the last 20 years and become more obvious the need for business. And I think even the development of places like the Alton Mill Arts Centre, which was a business venture for the arts, shows a great example in the spirit of the community for the arts and the support of arts, and embraces and gives huge opportunity for a lot of artists. I think they have 25 artists in that building at this particular point.
I started doing pottery about 20 years ago, initially as a hobby. Found that I loved it so much that I was running to the basement once my kids were sleeping to go down and get back at it. And I found that there was a point that I wanted to sell my pieces so that I could do more, because it was becoming an expensive hobby. And it was at that point in time I decided that I needed to be learning more about it and making it a more initially it was part-time business, cottage industry, I suppose you would call it. And then from there I started doing craft shows initially, and then I went to juried art shows. And 4 years ago I started out at the Alton Mill, where I have Studio 209, and I love it. And it's I think, like I was saying earlier, I think it's a fantastic opportunity to be able to find in life what you love doing and to find a way to do it.
I like to blow glass. I went to Sheridan College many years ago and took up the art of glass blowing. It's a very exciting material to work with. It's hot, but it's very intense. It's quick. It's referred to as dancing with the glass by most glass blowers. It's just very exciting to work with. I like to make sculptural pieces as well as the usual bowls and vases, but the sculptures are much more interesting to me. I like to work with color. I like to tell stories, present ideas. I like whimsy in my pieces, as you can see in some of my work. I use sandblasting as a medium to achieve those images on the glass. And I've also introduced new things such as the torchwork pieces within the glass and metalwork used with the glass.
My thing is to document what is disappearing, and making sort of a story around what's disappearing, and not making it dark, and not making it's not like it's sad or anything, but trying to just show people the kind of surreal and magical side of the rural environment. So I add a number of textures to my imagery, and do a painterly effect. I work with a tablet and a pen, and I work with textures and a number of layers to create the images that you see here before you.